Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Unique Items. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Paladin Scepter. The Paladin Scepter is known as the Hand of the Blessed Light. The Hand of Blessed Light is an interesting one that seems to be pointed more directly at a Fist of the Heavens or Holy Bolt Paladin, and we'll go over that as we see. So right off the bat, you'll notice that this is a Divine Scepter, which is an exceptional level unique item. And it is actually a pretty sweet scepter, and it can be upgraded if you'd like to get the physical damage out of it. It does have 103 strength requirement, which isn't too bad for level 42, and most characters usually have that much strength around level 42, most paladins anyway. We also have a 5% chance to cast level 4 Fist of the Heavens on striking, which I actually explored for use on my Godzilla, but unfortunately it just wasn't high enough of a percentage and didn't go off enough. It's also too low of a level to really be worth all that much in damage, and so it really just kind of ends up being like a, hey, oh look, I got a Fist of the Heavens every now and then kind of a thing, and not really so much of a like actual useful ability. We also have +2 Paladin skills on this, which is of course very, very nice. And for any character who is trying to build a skill-based character, +2 is obviously going to be very handy. We also have 160% enhanced damage on this, which does vary by 30%, so 130 to 160%. Now, if you're using this strictly as like a wand kind of a scenario, the damage doesn't matter. However, if you are using this to actually attack things with, you would probably like to get that 160%. We also have a added bonus damage of 20 to 45 min and max, which is actually pretty sweet and does bump the damage up quite nicely. For level 42, 61 to 143 is actually very nice. We also have a 100% bonus to attack rating, which is actually pretty sweet, and will stack with your Zeal bonus to attack rating, your Blessed Aim bonus to attack rating, and so forth and so on. And we'll give you a nice little bump just in case you want to hit things. I rather prefer flat attack rating, but if you are using something like the Angelic Ring combo, it can really come in handy. We also have a +2 Fist of the Heavens, which is static, which means we have a total of +4 to Fist of Heavens. And then we have +4 to Holy Bolt, which means we have a total of +6 to Holy Bolt, which is a very nice little combination there of skills. So you can tell that this is really kind of pointed directly at a Holy Bolt or a Fist of the Heavens Paladin. And Fist of the Heavens and Holy Bolt have received some really nice buffs. If you guys are unaware, Holy Bolt now pierces, and so do the Holy Bolts that come out of Fist of Heavens. They also pierce, and they have removed one of the synergies as well, so it's much easier to build. And in general, Fist of the Heavens and Holy Bolt have become powerhouses in the Paladin's arsenal. I myself have built a Godzilla, which shoot Holy Bolts like blue confetti at 4th of July fireworks. We also have +50 defense on here, which is kind of an odd one. Not really sure why that's on there, but it's always nice to have a little bit of extra defense. Regenerate mana 15%, which can come in handy, especially if you're spamming those Holy Bolts. And a +4 to light radius, which of course goes along with the theme of the, Hand of the Blessed Light, because you're going to glow with godliness. Now, we can, of course, get this in the ethereal form, and the ethereal form does have a little bit better damage at 82 to 193. Of course, you can't really actually bonk anything with it because it'll break, but if you were just using it as a wand, as we were talking about earlier for the plus skills, you could totally get away with using the ethereal version. Now, we can upgrade this, and upgrading this is actually not bad. It goes from the Divine Scepter to the Caduceus, and to do that, you're going to need a Pull Rune, a Lum Rune, and a Perfect Emerald. And that is going to take us from the Hand of Blessed Light Divine Scepter, 61 to 143, 103 strength, level 42, to the Hand of the Blessed Light Caduceus, 116 to 156 damage, 70 dex, 97 strength, level 73. So do keep in mind the level requirement goes up pretty high on this, and you might want to be aware of that, because it does kind of make it a little more difficult to use. Now the ethereal version can also be upgraded, and that goes from 82 to 193. 93 strength requirement, level 42, to the 82 to 193 damage, to 163 to 211, 60 dex, 87 strength, and level 73. Now, the biggest bump in damage that we've got here, I'm not sure if you guys have paid attention, is not that the max rose an incredibly large amount, but that the min rose a really large amount. So the minimum damage on the Hand of Blessed Light before was 61, and the minimum damage on the Caduceus is 116. So we got almost double the minimum damage, and the maximum damage did go up a little bit. It went up by, what is that, 13 points. But the real benefit of upgrading this to the Caduceus is getting that higher min damage, which restricts the damage range so that you're dishing out more consistent damage, as opposed to, you know, sometimes you bonk them and it's like, oh, did you even hit me? And then in other times you bonk them, it's like, wow, that really hurt. Now it's like all the time, wow, that really hurt, because your damage range is pretty small. Would I upgrade this? I'm not really 100% sure. Like, I do feel like it's a decent weapon to use for the Fist of the Heaven Paladins now. Could very easily be best in slot for them with +6 to that particular ability, and also pretty decent, you know, ability to like use Zeal with, or Vengeance or something like that. I could see kind of like a dual spec Paladin getting away with using this item. It could use some increased attack speed, so you're probably going to end up socketing it with a Shale Rune to make it faster if you're actually going to use it for hitting things. If you're not going to use it for hitting things, you would probably socket it with an Rune. Sorry, not an Rune, a 15 all-res rune, because Runes are open wounds in weapons. A 15 all-res rune, or maybe something like a... I'm trying to think here. I think that'd be your best bet, honestly, just resistances. Just throw some more resistances in there. If you're going to use it as a wand, basically. Let's take a look and see where we could potentially find a Hand of the Blessed Light if we wanted to get our hands on it for our Fist of the Heavens Paladin. So we got bosses. I'm going to do about 200% magic find, because this is kind of like a mid-tier item. And let's see here. We probably want to find this in Nightmare difficulty, right? I think that would be the ideal scenario. Looks like Mephisto in Nightmare with 1 in 2,156, and Diablo in Nightmare with 1 in 2,252. Duriel in Nightmare also drops it with 1 in 10,000, although he's not really that good to farm, unless you got him quest bugged, which is a little difficult for him. And Duriel in Hell has a pretty good chance of dropping it too. Not bad. Super uniques. Pretty rotten probabilities on the super uniques in Nightmare. Looks like Hell Cow King has a pretty decent chance of dropping it at 1 in 7,667. Probabilities go really high. I mean, Nightmare Cow King at 1 in 21,546, so pretty awful chance. And it just gets worse from there. I feel like you're better off farming the bosses, and honestly, Nightmare Diablo is probably your goal there. I feel like Nightmare Diablo or Nightmare Mephisto, definitely your two best choices for farming this item if you want to get your hands on it. Definitely an interesting one, though. Could totally be used for either a Fist of the Heavens Paladin or a combination Paladin. You know, one who is using Zeal and this. It's not a bad damage weapon, and the ethereal version is actually not bad either at 163 to 211. And I mean, I wonder what level a Zod rune would bring this up to. Let's take a look real quick just for funsies. So Zod runes are kind of unpredictable. I'm not sure if you guys have ever found this out, but they don't really bring an item's level up like to the correct value. So like normally when you put a rune in an item, no matter what the item is, it usually goes up to that level. However, the level of requirement of a Zod rune is 69, and a lot of the times it'll bring the level requirement up really high. So let's take a look and see. So we go from 73 to 76. So not too terrible. Now we've got ourselves a ethereal Hand of the Blessed Light Caduceus, Zodded, of course. Go bonk some things with it. I will bonkening you.
Not here.
For the bonkening. I always love the sound that the scepters made when they hit targets too. You know, like ka-fonk. No. I don't have my stat points put in. I forgot. I don't have anything put in. Can we get some zeal? Hold on. Aha. Thwack, 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 thwack. I need an aura, too. That would be nice. Some fanaticism in there. There we go. Hey, Merc, stop killing everything before I get a chance. That is just plain rude. Not a bad little bonking weapon. As you can see, though, the Fist of the Heavens rarely, if ever, goes off. It's kind of sad. There you go. There's one Fist of the Heavens. I don't care what you want, Shank. Your mom's a hoe. Found a freaking IK mall. Okay, IK mall. Random IK mall. Anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys and gals watching my videos. Even when we're upgrading and running around derping and zodding a Hand of the Blessed Light Divine Scepter. And as always, make lots of light and be divine. Because if not, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing